Hey everyone, this is Praying Medic. I am back with another QAnon update, and today is Thursday, March 8th. This video will cover Q's mention of a Hillary video a few days ago, and so it'll be a pretty short message. Let me go to the first tweet here. This is from March 5th, and I'm just going to read it to you. Is the stage set for a drop of HRC? And then there are plus signs, 3 plus signs, 1 plus sign, and 5 plus signs. Raw vid 5:5 EX-RVID 5774. We have it all. Reread regarding stage. The nail in many coffins, brackets liberal undo, brackets impossible to defend, brackets toxic to those connected. We must work together. We are only as strong as your voice. You must be organized and be heard. This is why they keep you divided and in the dark, weak. We are here to unite and provide truth. Dark to light, evil surrounds us. We are fighting for you. Where we go one, we go all. The choice to know will be yours. Brackets end Q. All right, so I am going to go to this next tweet. Some of us assumed when Q mentioned a video that it might have been some pornographic video, but if you think about it, releasing that kind of video publicly doesn't make sense. First, it is illegal to release pornographic video. Second, the release of a pornographic video would only implicate a couple of people. And Q said it would be toxic to anyone who's connected to it, and we're kind of assuming that would be a lot of people. Secondly, Q said that it's the kind of video that would damage the reputation and integrity of the Democratic Party. That means it's going to expose political motives. That doesn't sound to me like a sex tape. It sounds to me like something that would be politically motivated. All right. So Q was posting on 4chan before he moved to 8chan. And this was one of the very first Q posts. It's from November 1st. I'm just going to read it to you, because if you haven't read this before, it is very insightful. So, military intelligence, no media, no leaks. I'm just going to stop right there. All right, so Q is giving us a reason why they're using military intelligence versus CIA and other civilian agencies, because there's no media and there's no leaks inside the military intelligence community. How many military intelligence generals have been in and out of the White House in the past 30 days? Again, this was in November. Focus on Flynn, backgrounds and potential role. What is the common denominator in terms of military backgrounds close to POTUS? A lot of them have come from defense intelligence. I mean, Flynn and a lot of other people. Why did Soros transfer the bulk of his public funds to a nonprofit organization? Maybe Soros got wind of the fact that some bad news was coming for people like him. Why is this relevant? Who owes a lot to very bad actors? How can she repay as payment was made under the promise of victory? Well, that would be Hillary. And here Q is telling us that Hillary owes favors to a lot of people. What cash payments occurred by Barack Obama during the last 90 days of his presidency to foreign states and or organizations? What slush fund did Attorney General Sessions through the DOJ put an end to? That was a congressional slush fund. It was actually, I think there's several slush funds that they took down. How does Soros, Obama, Clinton, Holder, Lynch, etc. all net many millions of dollars, normally within a single tax year? What was negotiated on the tarmac between BC, Bill Clinton, and Lynch? Remember, it was expected that Hillary was going to win during this time period. What if the wizards and warlocks tipped off a local reporter as to the supposed unscheduled stop. What if the NSA, under the personal direction of Admiral Rogers, had this meeting miscategorized and logged under a false identity to prevent bad actors from locating, while also verifying to the said players that all was clear and there were no logs? What really happened when the wizards and warlocks revealed what they had was Comey forced into the spotlight shortly thereafter, not by choice, right before the election, no doubt, which would cast suspicion. These are crumbs, and you cannot imagine the full and complete picture. If Trump failed, if we failed, and Hillary assumed control, we as patriots were prepared to do the unthinkable. This was leaked internally and kept the delegate recount scam and Barack Obama from declaring fraud. And this is something that I've talked about in previous videos, the idea that there were patriots inside the military, inside the government, who were prepared to take steps to essentially expose Hillary's crimes so she would be prosecuted rather than inaugurated. Q finishes up with, dig deeper, missing critical points to paint the full picture. There is simply no other way than to use the military. It's that corrupt and dirty. And he's speaking about this and the rest of the government. Please be safe and pray for those in harm's way as they continually protect and serve our great country. All right. So I'm going to go to the next part of this and we'll zoom in on one section of it. So note that Q mentioned the possibility that the tarmac meeting was captured by the NSA and intentionally miscategorized in their database by Admiral Rogers personally, so it wouldn't be found. What was negotiated on the tarmac, and Q has hinted about that in later posts, and we'll get to that in just a minute. Hillary was supposed to win, so she would guarantee Loretta Lynch something in exchange for not being prosecuted. What if the good guys, Wizard and Warlocks, tipped off a local reporter? What if the NSA hid the video file? All right, so let's go on. So this is a story about the local reporter in Phoenix who broke the bombshell Lynch-Clinton tarmac story, and indeed, he says he received a tip. And in the lower red box it says he received the tip from a trusted source about the meeting and then met with management at the station. Quotes, naturally my jaw dropped, he recalled. Well, if I got a call from the NSA and they gave me a tip about this meeting and I was the only reporter who was going to be there, yeah, my jaw would drop too. All right, so Q suggested that Comey was notified that the NSA had the meeting recorded, and that forced him out into the public against his will to explain the incident. All right. This is a Q post from February 5th. In it, Q says we need to keep public interest high about the Uranium One scandal and the FBI informant, the Awan Debbie Wasserman Schultz Pakistani intelligence scandal, and the tarmac meeting, and in brackets SCLL deal AS 187. This is SC is Supreme Court, LL is Loretta Lynch, and I believe this is a reference to replacing Antonin Scalia, who was murdered, with Loretta Lynch if she agreed not to prosecute Hillary. So Q wants us to keep this on the front burner and keep public interest high. Now, having all that background information, there is this video, and this was Brendan Dilley, who got an intelligence drop this morning, and I'd like to play this video for you. It's pretty short, and it will help fill in some of the blanks.
Our intel, we got a little bit of, I know some of you guys piece this stuff together and follow it closely. And so I'll just give you what I've got, okay? Here we go. Where have I been? Where has Q been? Trust plan, believe in God and country. What HRC video will have most impact? pedo stuff can't be shared to the masses right now. What could the video show? Think Arkansas. Think leaker, our think Supreme Court. We see all, we hear all. Think tarmac. Did LL and Slick Willie have a video conference call with HRC while on tarmac?
So Brendan's source confirmed that pedophile-related videos cannot be shared publicly at this time. So we know that this video of Hillary is not about pedophilia. It's not a sex tape. What is Arkansas? It is a mysterious way in which people tend to die around the Clintons. They're being from Arkansas. This term came into being when people mysteriously ended up committing suicide around the Clintons. So Q said if we keep the public interest high, we set the stage for him and his team to drop the tarmac video. Is the stage set? Do we have enough chatter going on social media right now for them to drop this video and make a difference? Remember, Q said we're a team. They need to work with us. We are the voice. It's up to us. So let's make a little bit of noise about this so that they have a reason to drop the video. And oh look, somebody was nice enough to give me a nice little meme. Set the stage, President Trump. Yeah, well, we need to set the stage too. We are a team. All right, that is my update. Thank you for following me. Hey, share this with your friends. Thank you for your financial support. Love you all. Keep the president in prayer. I will catch you on the next broadcast.